Now I used the iPhone 12 Pro Max for about 2 weeks now, and I came from the Note 20 Ultra. So what are my thoughts about both of these phones? Which one is better in my opinion? First, let's talk about the design and build quality. Now, both of these phones are made out of metal and glass, but the iPhone wins because this is stainless steel and this is just aluminum. Not sure what kind of metal the Note has. All I know is it's a weaker metal, but both phones feel premium in the hand, but the iPhone feels way more premium and different in general because here you have matte glass and this is just glossy glass. I don't really understand because the bronze version has matte glass, but the black version of the Note doesn't. Like, why not? Why don't all the Notes have matte glass? The iPhone looks cooler, but on the front, it looks exactly the same like all the other iPhones looked like in the past. But which one has the better display? Well, I personally enjoy the Note display more because we have thinner bezels, no notch, just a punch hole. And while both have slim bezels, the Note bezels are slimmer. Not to mention we also have no notch, but a punch hole design. So look at how slim those bezels are. Now when we go to the iPhone, like sorry I don't have a similar image, but you can see that there are slightly more borders. So I mean, it's not a big deal. You just kind of notice it when you're coming from a phone like this. Now OS, iOS versus Android. Now I love both OSs, like I love iOS, I love Android, but the reason I prefer Android most of the time is because more optimization. So as you can see, this is my custom setup. It looks very custom, Nova Launcher, lines, icons pack, 0.5 animation speed, so the phone feels super quick. With the iPhone, it's quick, but it's more smooth than it is quick. This is just a preference, but I love having super quick phones. The iPhone is quick, especially with our 6 gigs of RAM, but Android just feels quicker, you know, because we can change the animation speeds. But when you're using the iPhone, it's more of a sleek, premium experience, you know, even though they haven't changed it since like what, 3 years, 4 years. So I love how the iPhone is user-friendly, and the Note is also user-friendly, but if you want to get it to look like this, you have to know a thing or two about Android customization and all that. Now, both have great cameras. If you want to see the comparison I did between these two phones, the video is going to be somewhere on your screen or in the description of the video. But both have great cameras, no complaints there. But the iPhone cameras are still better because they capture those realistic, non-saturated shots that I prefer. But what I miss on the Note that the iPhone doesn't is the 50x zoom. Like, you have no idea how useful that zoom is for me. For someone with poor eyesight, I use the Note to zoom in and see something very clearly. And I also use it as a telescope if I want to see someone far away that I don't know in my yard. Like if I want to look at someone far away, someone like who's in my yard and I don't know him, I can use the Note to zoom in and get a clear look at their face. So I really love the 50 times zoom on the Note. Something I really miss on the iPhone and any other phone in general. Another reason I like Android more is because every year more changes. So Note 10 Plus to the Note 20 Ultra, pretty big change there. We go from 60 Hz to 120 Hz, noticeably slimmer bezels, and that's pretty much it, but it's enough. I mean, 120 Hz, come on. 2020, iPhone still doesn't have 120 Hz, and even though it would have been nice, it's not necessarily something you miss on the iPhone, just because everything is so smooth and optimized. 120 Hz is not really something that I missed on the iPhone, but as soon as I came back to the Note 20 Ultra, I instantly noticed like, oh wow, it's so smooth, I forgot. So you often forget how smooth 120 Hz is when you're using a phone like this. But with the iPhone, nothing has changed for like ever since the iPhone 10. It's exactly the same, even the same notch. The only thing that's changed is the build quality, the cameras, that's 5G, and that's pretty much it. Everything else is the same. Like settings look the same, everything looks the same because of course it's the same iOS version everywhere. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know the saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So those are my thoughts. Am I gonna switch to iPhone and stop buying Androids? Nope. I'm gonna use both. Which one do I like most? That is a good question. I like them both equally. I like the iPhone because it's a good build quality. It feels good in the hand. I like iOS. It has great battery life, better than the Note. I like the Note because it has a better display, a more boxy design, and it feels snappier in the 120 Hz. You know, I like both of these phones for different reasons. It's hard to say which one is my favorite, but I hope this video helped you. in some way or another. That was my experience switching from the Note to the iPhone. So yeah, I will see you in the next video. Peace.